Hello, back again for some more Scottish Premiership predictions. And both Rangers and Celtic slipped up, but it doesn't really matter anymore because clearly Rangers title to lose, and they're not going to lose it by this much of a point margin, a lead there. Let's go over the results, see what happened, and see what I come up with for the predictions for match day number 26. So first up, Ross County, 4-1 victors against Aberdeen. That was a pretty surprising result, with Shaw scoring at 2 goals for Ross County, Lacken and Hilton on the score sheet too. We had Lako Vitti's own goal for Aberdeen, but still very, very poor as they would have expected to win that match. Hamilton and Dundee United, a 0-0 stalemate. There was Hamilton with more of the opportunities, but goalless. Next up we had St Johnstone 1-0 winners against St Mirren, with Kane scoring the only goal of this match. McPherson got sent off for St Mirren. Celtic and Livingston, a 0-0 stalemate. Not much to say about that. It's Livingston, in fact, though, 15-7 on the shots, 1 on target each. And then we had Aberdeen 2-0 winners against Kilmarnock, with Power with an own goal and Gogic getting on the score sheet. And then Rangers, finally, their winning streak came to an end with a 1-1 draw. Had Cole scoring for Motherwell, but Itten managed to come with an equaliser, so Rangers are still undefeated this season. Can they keep that up for the rest of the season? And finally, Livingston and Celtic did battle once again. It was a 2-2 draw this time around, with Brian and Emil Thompson scoring the goals for Livingston. Meanwhile for Celtic, Al Nuzui and Bitton, and Brian got sent off in the 83rd minute as well too. So Livingston, I think they've gone 10 games unbeaten, which is a club record for them, so that is very impressive stuff. Meanwhile for Celtic, they have gone 4 games winless, which is also one of the worst streaks as well too. So a very strange season, with Rangers having a 20-point lead over Celtic. Celtic do have 2 games in hand, but if they win both of them, they're still 14 points adrift, 24 matches in. So, yeah, Celtic's not going to be able to win 10 titles in a row, and they're going to lose it by some margin indeed. In fact, they probably have to really work hard to even finish second at the rate that they're going at. So let's go over how we got on with our predictions. The Football Simulator managed to get the likes of Ross County and St Johnstone victories correct for 6.7. For myself, I picked up 3.1 with the Hamilton Dundee draw. Overall leaderboard sees myself on top with 134.17. Football Simulator has 108.8. Cavan Wright in third, 47.79. Tom O in fourth, 32.63. And It's a Emergency in 5th position with 19.01. So match day number 26. Let's get to it. Aberdeen taking on Motherwell to kick us off. $1.91 for Aberdeen, $3.25 for the draw, and $3.75 for Motherwell. Aberdeen coming to us in 4th. And their past 5 games, in fact, they only managed to win 1 of them. 1 victory and 2 draws this season. Its totals include 11 victories, 6 draws, and 5 defeats. Meanwhile, for Motherwell, they're in 11th, 4 wins, 7 draws, 11 defeats. Past 5 games, just the 3 draws, but drawing against Rangers has nothing to be ashamed at. Going to go for Aberdeen though, controversial, but 2-1 prediction for Aberdeen. The Football Science is going to go for 2-0 for Motherwell. Next up is Rangers taking on Ross County. $1.10 for Rangers, $8 for the draw, and $17 for Ross County. Rangers top of the table, of course, 21 victories, just the 3 draws this season, and 0 defeats. 4 victories in the past 5. Pretty good stuff, only conceding 7 goals in 24 games. You won't see anything else quite like it. Meanwhile, for Ross County, they down in 10th, 5 wins, 5 draws, 14 defeats. 2 wins and a draw in the past 5 games, but it's a very difficult challenge here. Got to back Rangers to win these type of matches, especially. Going to go with them to win it 3-0. The Football Science is going to go off a 5-0 wart. Next up is Dundee taking on St Mirren. $2.75 for Dundee, $3.10 for the draw, and we got $2.40 for St Mirren. Dundee come into this in 6th place, 6 wins, 10 draws and 8 defeats. Picking up 4 draws in the past 5 games, the other one was a defeat. Meanwhile for St Mirren, then 8th, 6 wins, 5 draws and 10 defeats, 1 victory and 2 draws in the past 5 games. Going to go with an entertaining draw here with a 2-2 prediction compared to a 3-0 victory for Dundee United. We got Ross County taking on Motherwell. $3.25 for Ross County, $3.20 for the draw, and $2.10 for Motherwell. Ross County coming to us in 10th. 5 wins, 5 draws, and 14 defeats. 2 wins and a draw in the past 5 matches. Meanwhile for Motherwell in 11th, 4 wins, 7 draws, and 11 defeats. Those 3 draws in the past 5 games. Also got to play against Aberdeen first. I'm going to go with Ross County on this one here. 1-0 winners, Ross County taking on Rangers, so both are suspected to lose the first match and then more tight leads, playing a couple of games in a few days. But Ross County to pull through here compared to a 1-1 draw prediction. Next up is St Johnstone taking on Aberdeen. $2.75 for St Johnstone. We got $2.88 for the draw and $2.50 for Aberdeen. St Johnstone are 9th, 5 wins, 8 draws, 11 defeats, 1 victory and 3 draws in the past 5. Meanwhile for Aberdeen, they're in 4th, 11 wins, 6 draws, 5 defeats, that 1 victory and 2 draws in the past 5 games. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw compared to a 1-0 victory for St Johnstone. Next up, we have Livingston taking on Kilmarnock. $2.10 for Livingston, $3.10 for the draw, and $3.30 for Kilmarnock. Livingston are in 5th, 9 wins, 5 draws, 9 defeats, 3 victories and 2 draws in the past 5. And I believe they've gone 10 games unbeaten as well too. Meanwhile for Kilmarnock, they're in 7th. 7 wins, 3 draws, 13 defeats, 2 wins and a draw in the past 5. Gotta give credit where credit is due and give it to Livingston here. 2-1 winners compared to a 1-1 draw. Aberdeen are taking on Rangers. $6.50 for the Hibs. We got $4.50 for the draw, $1.36 for Rangers. This is a tougher match for Rangers, taking on 3rd place Aberdeen at their home ground. So we know Rangers' situation there. 21 wins, 3 draws, no defeats, 4 wins and a draw in the past 5. Have to see what they do against Ross County first. Meanwhile for Aberdeen, they get to have a bit of a rest before playing this match. That might be helpful. 11 wins, 7 draws, 6 defeats, just the 1 victory and a draw in their past 5 matches. Got to back Rangers once again here, but a closer 3-1 scoreline compared to a 1-1 draw. And the final match is between Celtic and Hamilton. Unfortunately, don't have any odds in this match, so I hope to get them jotted down in time. Shall this match take place? So Celtic are in 2nd, 13 wins, 7 draws and 2 defeats. Just the 1 victory and those 3 draws in the past 5. Hamilton low are down in 12th, bottom of the table, 5 wins, 4 draws, 14 defeats, 1 victory and 2 draws in the past 5 games. Gotta go Celtic surely here against the worst side in the division and at home to bounce back finally to winning ways with a 2-0 scoreline, pretty modest compared to the Football Simulator's 6-1 prediction. But those are my thoughts and the Football Simulator's predictions for matchday number 26 in Scotland. Feel free to get involved with your own thoughts, predictions down in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, also feel free to subscribe.